Hello planner friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany May and this is Tiffany May Plans. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. So today we are going to be making up a couple of bonus pages for the budgeting section in my planner, which I haven't even spoken of. But I always have a budgeting area in my planner, and this year I don't have a planner. So I will be making my pages for my budget. I have not designed up a calendar spread yet, and a couple of other spreads, but right now we're going to work on a goals page. I have some washi tapes pulled here. This one here is a Rongrong holiday one, and because we're doing a yearly goals page, I wanted to use this one. I haven't used this one. That one's going to be along the side of my page. I have this light purple that'll match these letters here. I have this purple with this foiling in it, and then I have this black and white polka dotted one. So we're just going to make a fun border on the page, and then we will fill it in. I also have these alphabet letters. I do not remember where I got these. I have stacks of alphabet letters. I'm just trying to use some of the stuff up. That is what I've been doing the last couple of years, is just using my stash, and that's been working out just great for me. And whatever I don't have, I make myself. This is a Agenda 52 budget foiled book that was the Paper Studio brand from Hobby Lobby. I'm not even sure if they still carry these anymore, but I am going to be using some of the quotes and things out of here, because what I thought I could do is write 2026 goals across the top, put my different goals in, and then just decorate around it with a whole bunch of goal related quotes and things like that, like, you know, the savings Hobby Lobby haul fund, and, you know, cute stickers like that. So I have this bright retro from the Happy Planner also pulled. It's got a lot of great quotes and things in it as well. So between these two books, that's going to be my decor, and possibly this one, because I pulled out a girl with goals. This is a very old Happy Planner book from 2020. The budget one, the bright retro, this one was from 2022, and this one says 2021. So they're all older books. I am not sure if you can get them, but I'm just going to use them mainly for decor. So the first thing I'm going to start with is my washi tapes. So the purple is going to go right along the edge, and I just have stacks of note paper here. They do say take note. I whited it out in this corner because I was not sure what my washi tape was going to cover. But I just want to go across the top of the page. I'm not bothered by the little bubbles because I think that just adds more decor. So I'm just going to go across like that. So that's the purple. Then we're going to do this real thin purple. And I picked the purple because of the letters, but some of the stickers in the book have this color purple as well. So I just thought it would be cute. And this one with the foil I chose just because it's pretty old and I haven't really used it much. So before it gets too gummy and sticky and stuff, I want to use it. This one here, I was thinking I would tear and then put the ripped washi down. So I want to get a piece that's big enough, torn off, and then we're just going to let it rip however it wants to rip, except if it goes too close to the edge. Okay. And then we're going to put, do not stick to yourself. Thank you very much. We're going to put the torn edge down right against this other one. And this is just giving it a fancy page. And now we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. So I just moved it up. I'm leaving the edges on at the moment, just so it doesn't wiggle around as I'm trying to do the washi tapes. So we have our plain purple first, and I am not pulling it, I'm kind of just letting it fall onto the page, because if you pull it too tight, your page will warp. So I'm just kind of pulling it on the roll first, wide enough, and then laying it down. And then I will trim it as we go. I'm just trying to get it lined up. There you go. So then I can smooth it out. Beautiful. And then I have this other piece from our torn washi. Beautiful. All right. And that is our washi tape there. And then let's see what this would look like. If this does not look okay, then we don't need to put it on. But I was thinking like this, down the side of the page, just to give it some decor along the side. I think that looks okay. Okay, so now the next thing we're gonna do is I have this purple strip that I made myself. But I don't know if that's too much tape. Well, we're gonna go with it. Okay, so I need to do 20, 26, and goals right across here. So I think I'm gonna start with the goals. And I am spacing this out myself, so I'm okay with it jumping around a little, because this is just me freehandly just sticking the stickers down. Okay, let's do the 6. The 2. And 0. And the other 2. Just like that. Beautiful. That works great. I love it. All right, and now let's see. This one here has some bullets. So I think we're going to use the purple color. That only makes sense, right? Or I could use the silver, but I have the gold foiling here. So yeah, we're going to just use this purple color. And we're going to write them down. Okay, so I want to start my savings fund. My big goal which I'm setting up another page for, would be to pay off my car. I'm not sure if that's possible to do this year, but I wanted to try it. And I want to start my sinking funds. And I'm only starting with 3 because I know that if you start small and build up, you have more chances of success. So I want to start with the 3 goals at the moment and work towards those, and see how that goes. And I'm going to put 2 more bullets on here just in case anything else comes up. My big goal is to get a house. Not sure, you know, when that will happen, but I want to have space on here just in case I have anything else that comes up. I like this stick to the budget quote, so I am definitely going to put this on here right in the center to hold myself accountable. I like this small one here that says work hard, save harder. And this one here is very cute. That says if you want it, budget for it. That's for sure. And then we have these little pieces that are coins and confetti. We will stick those on. I think that's cute. We've got dollar signs here that are cute. Okay, let's see what else we have. I like this stay on track. I know there's stickers back here. Oh, I like this pay it off. Right like that. And this we can do savings. I'm pretty sure there was like little there's a couple little savings piggies. I know I said I didn't want to do the silver, but that's what this book has. So that's what we will use, because we are using what we have in our stash. I thought they had some. Here we go. They say savings fund on them, but that is okay. It is a little piggy. I'm going to put that up near the top. And that is all for that book. Let's check out this other book and see what it has. Because I know this one was lots of quotes and things too. And they've got payday piggies. Those are bill twos, spendings. Here we go. Here's some. Here's some gold savings piggies. And I'm just going to mix them right in with the silver. That's cute. I thought this book had some clear quotes, but maybe I've already used them. Oh no, here we go. Here's some paids and don't forgets. Here we go. Like this. This one here is cool. It says save today, spend tomorrow. I like that. I mean, the colors are a little off, but that's all right. All right, I think that is full enough for that page. So we're going to go ahead and unstick this from the table and cut the ends. Well, that just kind of cut itself, didn't it? So we're just going to trim this up. Right along the edges. There we go. We've got all our little washi pieces all set. And that is our bonus page done for our goals for this budget season. So we will move on to the next page that I will do with you guys. And that is, one of my goals is paying off my car. So I did make this car payoff banner. That we're going to put down right there. And then I made this strip here. Because I'm going to try and not only do the bill itself, but I'm going to try and fit in some extra payments. Then I made this strip here just to go along the bottom. So that is my car payoff page that I can use. And I'm actually going to leave the back side of this blank, only because if I happen to not accomplish it this year, or I make so many payments that I need to go to the back side, which is what I'm hoping for, then I can use the back as well. So that is our car payoff page and our goals page. Then I have these stickers here. So we'll do our next one. It's going to be my bill tracker. I do an updated list each year of my bills. So it's not necessarily one to track my bills, but what is due when and if the date changes for when it's due. So this is going to be my bill tracker. And I did this one similar to the other one. I am not going to be using the balance or the date paid. I'm just going to be using the bill, the due date, and the amount. And I made these little, see if I can get it off the sheet here. I made these cute little dotted lines instead of drawing them with a ruler. So I am going to turn it this way. So like first of the month, rent is due, you know, type of thing. And I'm just going to do, oops, I guess I made these a little smaller. But that is perfectly fine. Oh, this first one is the bill. I have to move that over. Luckily it wasn't down long enough. All right. So we're going to put this one over here. So the name of the bill is going to go first. Then what day of the week it is, or the date it's due. So, for example, rent due the 1st. I don't need to worry about when I pay it, and then the amount. So this is just to track it, because I have an actual budget that I'm going to be setting up with you guys. And I probably will set up like a debt tracker similar to this. But that is my bill tracking page all set up. That one I'm going to leave the back blank as well. Okay, that's that page for my budgeting. I did make myself some cute little bill dues there. All right, and now we're going to move into the meat and potatoes. Like I said, I don't have a calendar designed up yet, but I do have my kit all set up. I did this all myself. So we're going to set up the pages here. Do I have enough notes pages? Well, I hope so. Okay. So we're going to do the budget itself. So I am going to go right along there. So this is my January budget. We're going to do the income first. And I actually have said before, I do DoorDash, so my income is very variable. You never know from one day to the next how much you're gonna make. I mean, I can do an estimated, because I actually know about how much I make a day, but we're gonna leave that. So I get paid every day, but I can add it up weekly and do my 5 weeks. So we'll do 3, 4, 5. We'll do totals. So for my budget, it's going to be a little different because I get paid every day. I work 5 days a week, just like everybody else, but I just have to do it a little differently. So I did do my bills and expenses right here. And I have about 13, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is going to take up most of it. Right there. And then I also have a cash envelopes that I will put right next to this. And obviously that's groceries and gas are the main two. I'm gonna leave 5 open spaces, but my main two that are on here would be groceries and gas. I guess I did that a little too close to the edge, so I will start from the edge and work backwards. There we go. No, I did the same thing. Come on. Alright, that's going to have to do. So this is my first page, which is my budget page. I'm not going to worry about doing a paycheck breakdown because, like I said, I get paid a little differently. But we are going to write down our sinking funds here. Because we're trying to be better about starting these things. And like I said, I have 3 main ones that I want to worry about right now. And I'm just turning this sideways so I can try and get it to go straight down the line. So this actually says, you know, the fund name, the starting balance, a plus or a minus, and the ending balance. And this will be for the month of January. And I will continue this on for the whole year. And hopefully at this end of this year, I will be giving you a good progress update. Will I be perfect at it? No, I don't expect to. But I am going to try my best. So that gives me down the bottom my totals for my balance, my pluses and minuses, and my ending balance. So that is my sinking funds page and my January budget page. And then once I have my calendar, I will be doing that as well. Right now I am putting all my bills on my catch-all calendar, but I do want my budget to have its own section. So now we are doing the expense log for the sinking funds, because I expect there will be times when I have to use money from a fund, because one of my sinking funds is for my car because I need tires. So this is, you write the date here, which category, and a brief description. So tires for the car, amount plus or minus, and the balance. And then I made a totals line for that as well. Which will go right along the bottom here. And that is my totals page for my expense log for my sinking funds. And then I do have some paycheck breakdowns, but like I said, I get paid each day of the week that I work, so I am not going to be using that. I am, however, going to do a debt tracker because I do have debt besides my car loan. So we will do a debt tracker to see how that fluctuates as well. Sorry, I have to keep turning this sideways, but I'm trying to see even with the lines of the pages. So again, on this one, I have the debt, what the balance is, what the due date is, what the minimum payment is, so that I can track that. And I have the boxes on here for what the balance goes to. Okay, so that is my debt tracker and my expense log. And all of this I did in the same color scheme that I used for my January page. All right, and this is a transaction log for the debt tracker. And hopefully this one will have a lot of activity for the month of January. There we go. Transaction log. And then we will do my totals line. So that is the transaction log, and then on this back side I will do my savings tracker, which is this one. I am very hopeful on. I may do some savings challenges as well, just to help. This one I'm going to turn this way. So I don't think I'm going to do like the 52 envelope or anything like that, but I am going to try to do some challenges. There's the roll the dice and the things like that. I'm not sure which I'm going to do, but I'm going to attempt to do some. And obviously I am going to need to make them myself. Because that is what my budget allows for. So I may do, you know, they have those coloring challenges and stuff like that. I may just print out printable and just assign certain areas, you know, amounts or something like that. I am not sure yet, but that is my sinking funds page. And then once my calendar is set up, I did go ahead and make myself some expense trackers. But let's go over those pages so that I can get my budget section into my planner. So we have our goals for 2026, which is to start my savings fund, pay off my car loan, and start my sinking funds. And the main categories I am going to focus on are tires, Christmas, and getting a month ahead on my bills. My next page is my car payoff page so that I can try and get that worked on. I also have my bill tracker, and I'm going to list my bills, what their due date is, and their amounts. That's the columns I am going to use. I made these stickers all myself. And then my next page is my actual January budget. So it is, I'm going to add my days up 2 weeks and do each week's, that one is very crooked. What the heck happened there? Each week's earnings. I don't know what happened there, but that's way off. Okay. Each week's earnings, and then I am going to write down my bills, what I'm budgeting, what they actually are, because some bills can fluctuate, and then my cash envelopes for groceries and gas, and I'm not sure what else I'm going to do a cash envelope for yet, but I know groceries and gas for sure are going to be in there, and my totals. And then we start with the sinking funds with the expense log. We have the debt tracker with its transaction log, and we also have my savings tracker, and all of these pages will go into the budget area of my planner. I do hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so the algorithm will know that you are interested in this content. And I do hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, planner friends.